Darling, I'm here for our date. You won't leave me out here all alone in the cold, will you? Wonderful! It's so good to see you. Come here, give your girlfriend a big hug. Of course I'm your girlfriend, honey. Why else would I be so insistent we go on a date? I have been for weeks, haven't I? No buts. I won't hear any arguments about it. Black looks great on you. Very sleek. Very classy. The silk is a great highlight. Or is it polished cotton? Either way, darling, you are a stunning beauty to behold. You should let me hold you. Well, my dear, are we to be off? Grabbing one more thing? Well, I suppose that's quite alright. Be as prepared as you need for a most wonderful night out, but don't leave your precious girlfriend waiting. I've waited enough for this moment. You have everything? Awesome. Let's be off then. You said you'd ordered an Uber, right? They should be here soon. You know, there was no need to have been so shy, love. You spent so much time avoiding me when it could have been spent on things like this. You needed time to plan everything? A half-convincing lie, precious, but one I'll choose to believe. Oh, that must be our ride. A limo? Oh my, darling, how fancy. You shouldn't have. Oh, yes, a ride for Dr. and Mrs. Lisner. That would be us. Shall we, my darling? I hope you don't mind me using my last name instead of yours, dearest. I think it just happened to have more flair in the moment. I think it'll be far more fitting to use yours in the future, once we're married. But I'm ahead of myself. One date at a time, right, my love? Oh, silly. Lose all that tension. I can see your shoulders being far tighter than they normally are. Relax. Have some fun with your beloved. I did not make you do anything, my dear. You chose to reach out. Finally. Of your own volition after being so hard to get. It was you who cratered to my wonderful charms and playful doting to finally meet me as fate destined. It was a choice, and one well made, I must say. You were even so insistent upon setting up the full details of this date, which was far more than was even suggested to you. A little persistence never hurt anybody. Nobody was hurt. You know as well as I do that nobody was going to be hurt on your watch. Isn't that right, Doctor? However was I supposed to break that hard outer shell of yours, dearest? You've got such a thick barrier, be it your intensive studies or teaching, and a fortress of a home. You'd never let me anywhere near if you didn't have a little heat pressuring you to step outside once in a while. Your protective nature towards your students is a very good trait indeed. Can you really blame me for the attachment? I get close enough to one of the most brilliant minds in the field to see how they really are behind the scenes. Only for that to be taken away from me. Was I that clingy at the start? Was it my attire? I did nothing but be the best possible assistant you could have asked for, and you turn around and return the good graces with cold stares, cut hours, and eventually leaving to go teach. Nobody quits their cushy research job to go teach full-time without a reason. While I don't expect you to give me the straight answer today, do know that I'm positive you have a reason that you're hiding from me. You, more than anybody, should know that I can absolutely see through when people are lying, especially when the liar is my beloved. I know you, the real you. Much like a pomegranate, actually, if you think about it. There's that tricky, tough outer layer to keep things out and away, but with the right kind of pressure, it'll crack open to reveal the sweetest bits, ready for the taking. How sweet you are in your little moments. It's delicious. I'll crack that shell again, one way or another, and nothing will be sweeter than when you relent to my love. Well, well, taking me to club is scary? How unexpectedly modern. I guess I underestimated your ability to cut loose and throw a party. You really know chic, after all. Who are you texting? You're not? Uh-huh. Right. Tell me the truth, darling. You're tipping the driver. Well, forgive me for treating your nobility as betrayal. I seem taller than you remember? Well, dear, I did dress nicely for the occasion. I have on some wonderful heels. Something I know you find irresistible. A little treat for you, honey. Wow, what a strong bunch of bouncers we have. Yes, I can show ID. Right there, Sarah Lynn Lisner. Birthday is April 2nd. May I please proceed? Ugh, you'd think by now they would trust our ages, dearest. Those streaks of gray in your hair should have obviously carried. I do not also have gray hair. How could you? Oh, shall we go fetch some refreshments, my love? Oh, bartender. A vodka cranberry for me. A top shelf, of course. And a lemon gin and tonic for my darling here. On the rocks for both, if you could. No one else on earth drinks a gin and tonic with lemon. It's always lime. You stand out like a beacon with a drink like that. You always stand out in a crowd to me. Why don't you need a straw? You brought your own compostable ones? How environmentally attentive you are. I suppose it makes sense for your line of work. Of course I know your drink. I pay attention to your interests. It's my job as your lover. You could stand to start learning the same about me, you know? Shall we sashay over to the dance floor? I'd love to see what moves the doctor prescribes. They told me the music here was good. Who would have thought it was the truth? Your dancing is not nearly as bad as I thought, precious. Maybe not putting your full heart into it like I'd want, but I'll chalk it up to anxiety over deliberation. I guess my darling doctor isn't the antisocial loner like they make themselves out to be, Know that so much more of this is in your future, dear. We'll have to go even harder for our next date. Hmm? You have a proposal to make? Do tell, my dear. Is it marriage already? I suppose you're right. The TJ will probably stop playing soon. What's your plan? One more drink, close the tab out, and meet you by the restrooms while you go use them? Is this a ploy? Do you think I would let you out of my sight so easily? Fair point. Leaving your card with the bartender as collateral? You really are clever. Fine. I suppose I can trust you enough to not abandon your credit card. I'll be back in a moment, my sweet. This feels too planned. This isn't a place that normally holds cards like this. So why did my beloved feel the need to leave it here, knowing that it would be a bargaining tool to get out of my sight? Was it insurance for just using the restroom? I'm not a monster that can't be asked for a little bit of freedom. I'm sure even if I did closely guard the trip there, there's definitely 2 windows that are unbarred that could be escaped out of. So, my beloved either knew that ahead of time and used this to prove they weren't escaping that way where I would suspect, or they didn't know that the windows were there, but still needed to create some form of separation or aspect of time delay. But why would they need to stall for time? Yes. One more of each drink, and then please close it out. My lover left their card here as well. If you could please return it. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Why is this getting under my skin so much? Surely they aren't trying to get away from me at this point. 2 full hours in a room full of people? It would be impossible to get away without making some kind of scene. Or me noticing. The restroom hallway has no cameras. This is my best time and place to act. Out of sight of the public, sure, but also to not be recorded. I just need to hope that there's nobody else waiting outside, or that my darling does not come out mid-edition. But my honey must come home with me tonight. It has to happen. It has to. Okay, I got here at just the right time. Nobody else is around, so let's just pour one of these in. This should be enough to knock them out long enough to get back with a cab. Their body weight isn't enough to need more than one of these. It was expensive enough to buy the materials for this packet, let alone a second one. And done. Ready or not, beloved, you're coming home with me tonight. Welcome back, my love. Here's your card and lemony gin. Shall we head back to the dance floor? No? Well, why not? You better have a good reason. Finish the drinks and go back to your place? Well, how unexpectedly chivalrous of you, Doctor. How could I ever refuse an offer like that? One more thing? Sure. You want to look into my eyes? Well, of course. You know how to flatter a lady. Yes, do it, my love. Drink up. Drink every last drop. You're so close to being mine. You like their color a lot? I was so glad to hear it. May you get lost in them often. They finished their drinks so quickly. This is perfect. Your straw colors changed to match their shade. How did you manage to do that? Magic? Well, I'm impressed by your talents. That was too quickly. What is happening? Wait a second. What are you doing with your hand? Oh, no, 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 no. Stop that. Stop that at once! Don't you dare! Get that out of your mouth immediately! Are you crazy? What could you possibly hope to achieve by doing that to yourself? The poison's gone? How on earth could you have possibly put together that I was drugging you? You were in a completely different room when I did. The straw. You kept me distracted. Those weren't biodegradable straws at all. They were chemically reactive ones. I should have known the chemist might have thought ahead like that. Stumble all you want. You'll still be weak from ingesting that much sedative. What's in that potted plant? Your phone. You've recorded this, haven't you? Is that it? Is that your plan? You must have scouted to find there were no cameras here when I went to the bar. Get over here. For someone that just threw up half an evening's worth of booze and an extremely high concentrate of sedatives, you're still frustratingly fast, even if you're crawling on the floor. One more thing to tell me? I think you have a lot more to tell me. When we go home. Our home. Never liked heels? What does that have to do with anything? No. How could you have had so much strength to offer? They were right, though. I can't move that quickly in these. And it's not like I can chase after barefoot without drawing more attention than we already have. There's too many eyes on us. Damn it. Did they plan for this too? The comments about fashion in the lab. Was that just a trap in advance to slow me down? Knowing I would try to appeal to their wants? My beloved really has thought of everything in advance. I think I'm falling in love all over again. I can't keep up the chase. I'll end it here. Too many eyes. Is that a car pulling up to get them? How could they have contacted someone if they were recording the entire time? It doesn't make sense. Wait, that car is familiar. That's... No, it can't be. The same Uber as before. How could they have possibly known to come back here? And now? My doctor. My sweet little doctor. How you have betrayed me so. Your intelligence is unparalleled. It seems I have underestimated your capacity to work socially, as well as institutionally. I won't even go after your students this time. I'm impressed. What do you gain out of this little show, I wonder? Now, more than ever, I feel like I must chase you all the harder to put you back into your place. Next to me. We were perfect together before. We will be perfect together again. I'll ensure it. Abandoning me here was a cold move. I'll be sure to pay it back in spades. When I find you. Oh, when I find you? You'll be so sorry you never realized your love for me sooner. That smart little brain of yours can only carry you so far, Doctor. I wonder how much further it can go before you falter, and I catch up. See you soon, darling.